because I said he was an asshole.
Oh. Well, that'll do it.
Because he's a real asshole.
Sir, are you an asshole?
You know,
I guess I am.
I was just trying to tell him something for his instruction before his destruction.
Well, I think
if you don't wake up and get a clue while you have the time, then you can't cry about it later.
You said for his destruction. That just reminded me, dude. Somebody sent me a video of Jesse on Saturday Night Live reading, I think it was Green Eggs and Ham. He's reading some Dr. Seuss book. That shit is hilarious, man. For all you people who say Jesse Jackson doesn't have a sense of humor, man, that shit was funny.
Jesse Jackson was Green Eggs and Ham?
He read a Dr. Seuss book on Saturday Night Live. This was years ago. I want to say it was Green Eggs and Ham. And he read it in Jesse Jackson cadence and fashion. So you already know.
Interesting.
Yeah, Jesse ain't as dry as y'all think he is, man.
Oh, like Jesse Jackson. Or,
anyway,
sorry,
I don't want to keep our fourth caller waiting any longer. P. Dembski is on the line.
Oh,
or should I say... welcome aboard, P. Dembski.
Hey, Newsguy. Great show
Hey.
tonight. Great show.
Thank you.
I wanted to jump into this little racial fray you got going on here.
Yes.
I didn't know it was a fray.
It's a fray. It's a fray, basketball man.
Basketball man.
Now, this Truth Freedom egged on this Pastor Visser while Pastor Visser was just listening, you know. So Pastor Visser here had to come on and defend himself, which he had every right to do. Truth Freedom seems like a bit of a shit stir. I don't know if she's an older woman that might have been hanging out with Tupac's mom and uncle or whatever, but she's a bit militant, you know, and she might rub people the wrong way, maybe even her own people. I don't know. But jumping away from that, I'm wondering, do you call it scissor or lean or drank or purple drank? I mean, how do you refer to it?
Dembski, with the references, I guess you could use all of those, man, when referring to it. Like I said, it's
like
not something I've ever...
in Georgia, how do they refer to it? I mean, what is it? What does it go by? What are you looking for?
Any one of those terms, man. And it actually is up here now. A lot of people talk about it.
Okay, and why do you have to? If you already are drinking it in like a fruit-based soda, like a Sprite or a Welch's Grape, you know what I'm saying? Why do you have to add Jolly Ranchers to it? It's already sweet enough.
Supposedly it's that bitter. Supposedly it's real bitter. That's why they sip it so slow.
Okay.
But, like I said, man, find that documentary, man. Check it out. It's real good, man.
Did you like DJ Screw? His work?
No, I didn't listen to that kind of music.
Okay. Biggie or Pac?
Depends on the day, man. I like them both.
Okay. You know they had a huge funeral for him in Brooklyn when he died. He was very respected in Brooklyn, B.I.G. I don't know if they would line in the streets for Tupac, but anyway,
they line the
streets. Like I said, Visser got attacked, and Newsguy let him on because,
Visser had to come
freedom. Oh, I'm stepping on people. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Visser did have to come on and defend himself, and I had to step aside and let the Visser defend himself there.
Well, look, since I was late, like what happened? Like, what was he accused, or what was she accusing Visser of? I don't even know who Visser is.
Pastor Visser.
Visser is a Christian identity pastor, or something like that. What are you, Visser? Christian identity pastor?
He's sitting back in the chat, talking smack.
That's what the chat is for.
Things of an intelligent nature to contribute to the conversation.
Say what, lady? I'm sitting right here. I haven't made a single post in the chat room. Man, this lady is a dinglebat. I tell you, man. She lives in a bubble up in Seattle or something. She don't know nothing about the dirty South. And the reality of it is, I mean, what? The whole dispute come over. She's going to talk about Miles Davis. Miles Davis, talk about a genius. No,
Yeah,
that
if you
ain't
want
no
to get,
genius.
if you want to get, you know,
But that's my
racist white
opinion,
people
you know.
angry, you start talking about Miles Davis as a genius, you're going to get them angry because this man was the biggest reverse racist in music that I'm aware of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a problem with Miles Davis.
And you know what? His trumpet playing wasn't all that. That little, you know, he was no Louis Armstrong, I'll tell you that.
And Louis Armstrong was a puppet of Zog also. I have to say that. But anyway.
He was a puppet of Zog, but you know, in 1930, you needed to be a puppet of Zog to become as big as Louis Armstrong did become. I mean, you had to play the game. Maybe you have to play the game now. I don't know.
What is this? Discredit black musicians out? That's what's going on.
No. It's just Miles Davis got a few of us going because he's a racist.
Miles Davis is overrated, reverse racist.
He was a racist until whatever he was into took him from us.
I didn't know anything.
Yo, and bless.
I like
Miles Davis was a racist. Y'all accusing him of that?
Oh, I can give you a quote. If I had 1 hour to live, I would go and kill a white person, and I'd do it as slow as possible. Strangle a white person and do it as slow as possible.
What year was Miles Davis born?
He was born, I'm going to say, in the 20s, because he was playing when he was pretty young.
Yeah, that would probably lead to somebody
so
not being too happy with white folks.
His father was a doctor. I'm sure he encountered a lot less racism than, you know, a sharecropper with 40 acres and a mule.
And not only
That's the
that,
explanation? There were other guys who had it worse? That's the explanation?
I wish I had 40 acres and a mule right now. Yeah.
Come on, man. That's not an explanation, man. The guy probably went through some serious stuff, man. So he probably had some issues, man.
He definitely had some issues. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, you get
a black man born in the 1920s. Shit.
Charlie Burn Parker was a genius, and so were a lot of those guys from back in the day. I can't help it.
I'm not going to disagree with you. Charlie Parker was a genius. John Coltrane was a genius who was also not a racist and loved all people. You know, he embraced life. And he was good, in my opinion. But, you know, when Miles Davis pops up, that's going to fire whites who are...
you don't like Miles Davis's political views, but the motherfucker could play a horn. Okay?
No, no.
Listen to this. You know, they have monkeys that can bang bongos. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't make it genius, quote unquote.
Who is that? Who's that talking?
I don't know.
That's the visit.
I know that was a terrible piece of, I guess, trying to be critical as far as you're thinking, but that's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. You say the guy's overrated, go ahead with it, man.
You start playing an instrument or doing anything but letting your ass hang out for the public to see, then I'll listen to you.
You know, lady, there's a reason every dentist office across America plays people like Miles Davis and Kenny G. And the reason for that is because idiots like you who are spoon-fed from AM Top 40 radio, that's where you take your cues. Before you come to me want to talk music, you better be at least well-versed and have a good primer in opera, in classical, in Renaissance, and chamber music for the last 800 years. You want to talk about Lil Wayne or any of these other guys, they're just a speck in music history that won't live on, reality.
Hey, every culture has something.
Who's Tupac now, dude? Who's Tupac? I remember in the 90s, I'll tell you who he is. The average teenager now doesn't even know who he is and doesn't care. And that's reality.
Well, they threw a hologram of him on stage last year at a big concert, and about 50,000 people reacted like this.
Yeah, 50,000 people your age. But the future don't matter. And that's reality. Yeah, it does matter. Yeah, it does matter. Because John Coltrane and Miles Davis 100 years from now won't make it. They'll be the Schuberts, not the Mozarts. And if you have a brain, you're going to
Can I ask you, do you think Tupac was worthy of a hologram? I mean, is he worthy of, you know, being brought back? He didn't really...
Yeah, I know, exactly. A gun-toting, drug-selling... Yeah, exactly.
But he wasn't. He was he was passing a negative message to the youth of America and to the black youth of America.
Y'all still don't get it, do you? That's not how music works, especially rap music. It doesn't start with the rapper saying something and then people following. the rapper goes into neighborhoods and sees what's going on and then talks about it. And people listen to it if it sounds like reality, even if the rapper's, nowhere near what he says he is. It doesn't start with the rapper, it starts with the people. So if the music is real negative right now, because that's what's going on in the community. Go back to early 90s when you see African medallions and positive music, that's what was going on in communities. Things change. That's not up to the
We talk about things like the
Fugees. You know how many positive rappers right now don't get any airplay or sell any records because nobody feels their reality. That's the way it is, man.
Well, I would like to make
in the 80s, you guys were listening to hair bands.
Hold on.
I'd like hair bands who you think were really good.
Hold on. I'd like to make a prediction here. I predict that if this Lil Wayne he drops dead, this will cause some sort of a trend that will go for more authentic type of rap music, something that's more organic, let's say, and also more conscious-oriented, because just based on what I've seen about this Lil Wayne, he seems to be more of like the hedonistic bling-bling type of rap music, where it's live for today and just have sex and all of this type of stuff.
Sir, do you see positive stuff going on right now? Then nobody's going to connect to it.
Which is what rap music has basically been for the last decade.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you.
But if this Lil Wayne should survive, should live on, maybe he will in turn turn toward a more conscious-oriented, socially driven type of rap genre. Who knows?
Why would he do that?
Because that's not going to happen. He'll be drinking scissor.
He's had an awakening. He's had this revelation, that the way of his life is wrong, and now he's going to.
He's been in the joint too, but I don't think that stopped him from going back to the joint
doesn't work like that. Never has. Okay, I'll give it to you like this. The next big pop artist is going to be some underage young girl who is showing more of her body than what I guess normal people would want to see from a young girl. But that's going to work because it works every time. And
that's fine if she can sing and doesn't need auto-tune.
What do you mean if she can sing? Man, come on, man. When has that been important?
It's important to me because I appreciate music. I'm not going to listen to the kid, but, if she has talent, let it
You're not the target audience. It doesn't matter. They can create boy bands like it's nothing. They can create another pop singer like it's nothing. They don't need old people to comment on it. It's for young folks who buy records. They don't care.
They're buying nothing. They're downloading it for free off the internet.
Well, for the most part, things have changed, but there's still people selling records, man. iTunes is not on 24 hours a day for no reason. People buy records.
There's a few people, but hey, you
a few. Lil Wayne did a million sales his first week. The last album
were made.
He did $1 million the first week.
Off of YouTube, anything.
Well, at least he'll be able to pay his hospital bill.
Right. So did Elvis, and he's just as corny,
Think about Kanye West. His next album will do a couple million.
I don't want to think about Kanye West.
I'm sure you don't, but it's still going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
I don't understand him.
And what's this Rick Ross all about?
Yeah,
that's the most amazing story ever in the history of music, man. This guy took another guy's name, took another guy's life, and
Freeway Ricky Ross.
That's the most amazing story I've ever seen, man.
I'm up on my Ebonics, my street shit. I'm up on it.
Hey, you know what? I give you credit, Newsguy, because for hundreds of years, white people didn't know anything about black folks.
Oh.
We knew everything about your culture. You knew nothing about ours. But I think it's cool, even if you're poking fun or whatever, that you're at least giving voice with some intelligence to the subject.
Well, people can say what they want to, man, but when little black and Latino teenagers created a genre of music out of nothing in New York in the late 70s, and it's gone on to be $1 billion industry that covers everything. Hell, I know some of y'all get sick of hearing hip-hop instrumentals in your movies. I mean, this stuff is everywhere now, man. That's how big
I
it is.
just want to, can you go back to filling me in on Rick Ross? Because I don't know anything except he's a pretty big fat guy and he's making money. You said it's an incredible story, so I'm just curious. These guys probably don't care that are in the chat room, but I'd like to hear it.
The guy was a corrections officer.
Yeah,
He
that's
rapped
right.
on the side, and he decided to use this other guy's famous drug dealer's name and persona in life and turn that into a rap career.